Greetings, students. Here is a video that I'm making for you on direct and inverse variation. So let's start with direct variation. Here's an example. If y equals -4 when x equals 2, find y when x equals -6. Okay, now our direct variation equation is y equals kx. Always, 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 y equals kx. And k is the constant of variation. And you always want to find k first. So what I do is I substitute in for y -4, and it says when x is 2. So I put 2 in place of x. Now to solve for k, you're going to have to divide both sides by that coefficient of k, which is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I have 1k. And then -4 divided by 2 is -2. So I have found k. Now let's go over here, and they say they want you to find y when x is -6. So I write my equation again, y equals kx. I'm looking for y, and I know that k is -2 because I just found it, and x is -6 now. And I multiply -2 times -6, and I get +12, and there's my answer. Let's move on to inverse variation. Now, inverse variation is a different equation. And this inverse variation, this equation, is k equals xy. Always, always, always. You want to find k first. You always want to do that. Okay, so here's our equation. Our problem. If y equals -4 when x equals 2, find y when x equals -6. So we're going to always find k first. So I put my equation, there's k equals xy, and I substitute in 2 for x and -4 for y. Multiply and get -8. There's k equals -8. Now they want you to find y when x is -6. So I go over here and I put my equation again. I put -8 in place of k equals, I put -6 in place of x, and I'm looking for y. Now to solve for y, remember we want to isolate it. So we want to get rid of that -6. And the only way to make it go away is to divide by -6, because -6 divided by -6 is 1. And so you have 1y. You don't want 0y, you want 1y because you're looking for y. And then over here, I have to also divide by -6, and when I reduce it, I get 4/3, or you can put it as a decimal 1.3 repeating. Let's do one more inverse variation. All right, here's another one. It says if y equals -4 when x equals 12.5, now they want you to find x when y equals 15. So here is my inverse variation equation. This is an inverse variation. I want to find k, so I'm going to substitute in 12.5 for x and -5 for y, multiply, and I get -62.5. There's k. Now let's go over here, and I'm going to write my equation again, and this time they want me to find x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute in -62.5 for k. I don't know what x is. That's what I'm looking for. And y this time is 15. Now to solve for x, we divide both sides by 15. Cancels out. 1x. And then -62.5 divided by 15 is -4.16 repeating. And you are done. Hope this has helped.